Hello, this is Jesse Green, the 619 Nerd, and this is my first ever movie commentary, and we're gonna go back to yesteryear. And before I start, if I start going on my fanboy movie trivia nerddom, I'm gonna apologize. I'll try to keep up with the movie, and where's the remote? I should have grabbed them up before I started this. Oh well. You know me. I tend to screw it up. Anyways, if I go on a, fanboy movie about the movie and stop and not even commentate on the movie, I'm gonna apologize. It's not gonna be that kind of commentary. I will be talking about the history of Dick Tracy, my history with Dick Tracy, stuff like that, and I will time to time commentate on the movie itself, because I'm really big. I love older movies, because you guys know me. I like wrestling, I like comic books, but I'm a big movie buff, and I do know movies from like the 30s to the 40s to nowadays. So this is my first ever, and if you want to watch this with me and have my commentary over it, that would be cool. You could probably find this on Amazon, or if you're a big YouTuber, I know you can find it on YouTube. All 4 movies are on YouTube, and I think the whole thing. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. The whole thing is on YouTube as well, but if you don't have to. Alright, let's start this. So if you click your mouse or push the play on your DVD, let's go. And RKO logo. RK is notorious for being a lot of film wars are from RKO. And we see the kind of like what you see the head of Dick Tracy, kind of like what you see, and you see flat top, and I believe it's probably all Chester Gould stuff. Prune face, who was big at this time. Little face, which you do actually see in more Betty briefly. The brow, or brow, the way I used to do it. Breathless Mahoney, which I just finished her stuff. Cause I've been reading all of them. Vitamin Flintheart, who's loosely based on John Barrymore, who's still alive at this point. Got April and May, they were twins, and of course a comic character, Peel Plenty, and here we go to the movie. Now, I remember watching a cartoon when I was a kid, but my love for Dick Tracy, just like The Shadow, came from the movies. So, when I saw these in, I believe, Walmart, I had to have them. So I got this. There was 4 of these movies, all in the 40s, and you also got the 1930 serials, which, quite frankly, which I do enjoy. But it's not even the classic Dick Tracy. I'm talking way too loud, aren't I? Sorry. Right now, what you see is an older woman walking late at night. And again, they never actually, in all these movies, even Batman, I think only once they said it was Gotham City, even though it wasn't. The Unnamed City, which you see a young woman walking somewhat late at night. We don't know exactly what time it is. She screams. Off-camera killing. You see him running away. And now you see another woman who I believe you actually see in another Dick Tracy minor characters will become featured players in the next one or one of the other ones. You'll see people repeat throughout this series, which happens a lot. These are all character actors that you will see in like 100 movies, but don't remember the name. I do believe you do see it. You see Pat Patten, the first appearance of Pat Patten. In the serials, Dick Tracy was more of an FBI agent than a police detective, which is what he is. He's a police detective. And you see also Tess Trueheat, and then two of them was played by this, and Jefferys played her twice, and then the second two you had two different ones. I really like this Tess Trueheat. Here we go. We're what, couple minutes in, roughly 3 minutes, we finally meet the star, played by Mogan, who was a contract player of RKO, who did a really good job playing Dick Tracy. Many people think he was probably the worst, but I would say he was probably one of the best. You know, everybody has a different opinion. Hey, Dick Tracy just tricking this kid, thinking his mother's in danger, which no way anybody would ever do that. Murder at 9/11 War. What? That's my mom. So that's false pretense. So I don't know if that would ever actually hold up in court, but this is the 40s, so stuff like that probably could happen. But I don't think the comic strip Dick Tracy would ever do that. But anyways, so it's Tess is supposed to have a date with Tracy, but he was too busy. So now he's going to the murder of this woman we don't know about. And now we're at a crowd scene, which is probably something you would, this set or the street will probably be seen in countless movies over the years. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the like the street of Back to the Future or Gremlins or stuff like that. You see interviewing. It's kind of like an episode of Dragnet, which a lot of Dick Tracy in the comic strip had a lot of procedurals. First thing about fingerprints, ballistics, how bond forgers were, how they made counterfeit money, stuff like that. And that harkens back to the older Dragnet, which is actually basically the same thing, but less villains like Flat Top or in this case Splitface, which what all these 4 movies lack is actually a real life Dick Tracy villain. And this is 2 years removed from 1944, if I can get it out. 1944 was a banner year for Dick Tracy. And I just finished reading that one volume. You had Flat Top, mostly exploited by, if you hear Dick Tracy, everybody thinks Flat Top. You had the Brow. No, is it Brow? No, Brow. And then you had Shaky. And unlike, say, like, a lot of people will compare it to Batman, you don't reuse all these characters over and over again, like Joker or the Penguin, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, now Catwoman. In that year, when Chester Gould, he killed Flat Top the fan mail, people, why did you kill Flat Top? Because a lot of times in these movies, in the comic strip, you can see like it would be cool if you actually saw the paper. You've seen papers of different papers. It should be spinning, but they don't do it. I think Animatics had a joke about it. I know Springfield had a joke about it. Robot Chicken also had a joke about spinning papers, but yeah. You see papers saying, who is Splitface? Dick Tracy's vowed to catch him before he kills again. Even though you don't even know actually if he's going to kill again. But anyways, where was I? Yeah, so the banner year in 1940. So this is 2 years removed. This is after the war. Film noir was still prominent. What these movies lack is actually having a true life villain. True Chester Ghoul type villain. Now, Splitface, he is a good villain, yes, granted. But if it was a Flat Top story, the Prune Face story, the Brow, heck, even if they go back to the 30s villains, like Stu Filler, Broadway Bates, who's kind of patterned after Penguin, but we won't go into that. Once I get there, if I ever release that Volume 1, it was so bad. Anyway, it was so bad, I can't even keep the voices up. Anyway, we see the first appearance of Junior, along, like Batman, along sidekick kind of character who, I don't know, is supposed to relate to kids, even though Dick Tracy's way more violent than Batman ever was. Actually, early Batman, he was really violent, and they actually had a gun, but anyway. Here is Junior fingerprinting because the icebox was raided. Tess and him ate dinner there. So yeah, he was only doing that, taking fingerprints, but Tracy took the rap, only to stay out of school. And then you see Pat. Actually, Dick Tracy, in the comic strip, especially early on, lived in an apartment which you hardly ever see after a while. And there was no, like, nanny, so I don't know who took care of Junior when he was off in adventures. You meet Chief Brandon for the first time. In the comics, in the serials, you had Anderson, who was the head of FBI or a task force. He was always the boss of Dick Tracy. And now Splitface has an extortion note, blackmail or whatever, extortion, yes. He extorting the mayor or he will be killed tonight. Who would do that? Because the lady they found, I skipped over it, they found a extortion note asking maybe $500. And the mayor asked, then he asked $10,000, but do they know each other? Was there past indiscretion? You know, he is the mayor of the city. You know, stuff like that does come to mind. Anyway, and now he's worried. He's demanding Dick Tracy catch Splitface. Like now. Nobody knows who Splitface is. Right now. So yeah. And let's talk about the comic strip. It's in the 30s. It didn't hit its stride until the 40s, where you have all these over-the-top villains. Even though Flat Top died in the 44, he's still remembered. this is what I was saying about Batman. Even though I think Batman has the greatest rogue gallery ever in a comic book, but when Tess Ghoul killed the villain, it made it memorable. Here we go. The lighting and the shadows of the of this movie is really good. You see this dog chained. It's not even chained up. It's in a cage. We find they're looking at the dog, but they're looking around. Yeah, so when you kill off a villain like a Flat Top, the Brow, who had a memorable patriotic death scene because he was a Nazi. And actually, he was a Nazi. That was Splitface. He was a crook. Or maybe he was a Nazi. I don't remember. Damn it. My nerd brain can only hold so much information. Sorry. But they found the body of some guy who knew the teacher. She was a teacher, the first killing. And you see, looks like oil from the driveway next door. And right now, Dick Tracy's trying to... He sees somebody running. It just, apparently the murder just happened off screen, like a lot of these. Back then you had the green office, so you couldn't really see a death like that. How the heck somebody that big? And yes, Splitface, the murderer of this story, is played by Mike Muzurki. I think his last film was actually in the 91 Dick Tracy movie. I might be wrong. He was like one of the old guys in the hotel. And you see him hold up the hands. That's kind of cool that they did that. Mike Muzurki is a former wrestler. He's from like Sweden, I like to say, but I could be wrong. Yeah, his greatest role was probably I believe it's 44. Murder My Sweet, Great Dick Pal, based on the Raymond Chandler Farewell, My Lovely, Why Can't I Talk? Really good, and this is probably a top-notch film noir. He was tall, probably like not quite as tall as like Undertaker, but he is tall. He's oh, somebody's opening the window. Who is it gonna be? Oh wait, it's Pat Patten, who is checking the house illegally, by the way. I don't know why he couldn't look around. Why is he? Maybe he thought he was the killer, but I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway. Yeah, he's the owner of the Paralyte Club. Again, illegal search of a home, which is something you gotta think about. These old movies, police had it rough, but you know. So yes, Mike, would go back to what I was talking about. Do you think? Yeah, I burped. I'm on like my fifth or sixth cup of coffee, which is probably bad for me. Anyway, where was I? Mike Muzurki, probably greatest role was in Murder My Sweet, If you haven't seen it, check it out. Dick Powell, who in the 30s was more of a song and dance crooner type, who wanted to revigorate his star. So that's why they had to change it from Murder My Sweet from Farewell More Lovely, because everybody would think it would be a musical. So that's why they changed it. And you know, stuff like that is what. Yeah. And now they're going back to the murder site. The police are already there. You know, this is, again, like, it's a Dragnet episode, but with the over-the-top villain, like Splitface. Okay. Oh, wait. In the car, there's a card, the Paradise Club. That's where the man was the owner-operator of... And oh, what? I'm going to turn this up for a second. I want you guys to hear this. Here's where, one of the best scenes.
I'll call for you early. We'll dine, we'll dance. Maybe we'll even look at the moon.
You can't fool me for a minute.
Oh, hello.
I know you're not going out for fun. You're going out for work.
Is she still in her pajamas? Sorry.
You're wrong, Tess. Work's forgotten. And besides that, I have something interesting to tell you. Know what? Tracy is crazy about you.
What about your neighbor, the mayor?
The mayor? He's just a figurehead. Nobody pays any attention to him. Pick you up at 8. So, I'm just a figurehead, eh?
Ooh. Oh, he's in trouble now. Sorry. That, like I said, that's probably the best part of the movie. Yeah, he's the mayor. Really? Well, wait, I think you do actually see him in the 30s. Or actually even later than that, early 40s as well. There was a character loosely based on John Dillinger. I really wanted to try that experiment, putting iodine in a potato and turning it black and make it into a gun. Which I don't know if that could actually really happen, but it might. I don't know. I wanted to try it. Right now, there's a scene. Right now, they're actually where the money's supposed to be dropped off. Obviously, you can tell somebody's there. There's police everywhere. They're not well hidden. You can actually see Dick Tracy taller than the brush he's supposed to be hiding at. Anyway. But obviously you knew that was going to be a trap. And yet, even though this is film noir, there is some comedy aspect. Yeah, there's comedy aspects from this movie. There's like all these cops watching it, and you don't see anybody, but you hear a noise. They go, and you see this little, like, dog, and that music. You see a little dog poke its head out. So there is some comedy, even though this is very much film noir. Film noir is not known for having that much comedy aspect. Now we see Dick Tracy with Tess. I'm thinking Tess O'Neill from Simpsons and Futurama. No, Tess Trueheat. Apparently he wanted to go not knowing he was there, but everybody knows who he is. And we're gonna meet a famous film noir actress. Geer. How the heck they got her for this role? She plays the daughter of the owner of the Paradise Club. And she's a classic femme fatale. She got I should have looked it up. One of my favorites, next to Murder My Sweet, is It'll Come to Me. That'll probably be towards the end. It has her, Kirk Douglas in like his third movie. You got Robert Mitchum, and It'll Come to Me. Probably at the she was a. In the beginning, you see her soft and sweet, and at one point she just 180 turned into a famous femme fatale who lies, cheats, and steals, quoting Eddie Guerrero. And this one, she's reaction of Tess when Judy Greer touches Dick's arm. It's classic. You can't tell if she's lying, kind of stretching the truth, and it. Guess I could look it up right now, but I won't. I'm gonna keep it professional. This time, so she got. For some reason, you get a good shot of Splitface. He has a scar across the face. It could be a. Yes, technically, could be a Chester Gould villain. I don't know why they didn't actually ever use him in this comic strip. I don't know. I don't know if you could have somebody actually. Actually, they did do it in the 50s TV series, which only a few of those episodes ever survived, which is sad. I would like to see them all. And it did run a season, and would have went on longer if Ralph Bird didn't die. He died of a heart attack during the summer hiatus. I don't know why they didn't have somebody recast it, but they just nixed it. I don't know. It's been a while. I haven't seen I've seen parts of it and never seen a full episode. This is way before my time. How this big lumber guy could be in behind Tess. Oh, the lights were off. Again, he's like 6 feet tall. How fast this guy can move? Oh, there you go. He gets in his car. That's not suspicious. You don't see a car just speeding by like that. Could've went the other way. Yes, city street that this could be from like this looks like this is from like something else. It's showing reused stuff because it looked like one of them was on the roof trying to shoot at it, but Dick Tracy's driving, so it can't be Tess Trueheat. Which they used to do this all the time. Use rehash stuff, especially like the task force of the police coming to save the day. That's from the 30s. And sometimes it's so bad, you see it from the 30s, even though it's from a 40s. A car from the 30s drive around, a motorcycle from the 30s. But that's what makes these kind of movies fun. It could be dark, gritty, but you still. And they need to cost, because these movies are B movies who don't have the budget like stuff like today. And this is granted after he heals after World War II. We meet a new character. There could be a Dick Tracy character, the Professor, who you will see again. Thinking that not the next one, but the third one, maybe the fourth. I have to watch it again. He's an astro and watching the stars. But he's a very good hypnotist, all around trade. Again, now Dick Tracy didn't see him, so he's suspicious. This guy could be the killer, but anyways, so they're talking, chatting. I don't know. Some of this stuff is kind of hokey. You really don't have anything on him, and then I like how he's searching the room without no warrant, but again, this is the 40s, so you don't have to have a warrant. Why is he so suspicious of everybody? I don't know. He's looking without a warrant, even without permission either. Yeah. You see these in a lot of these kind of movies. Some kind of crystal ball, a hypnotist. Maybe, well, back then it was probably new. Now you see like a special effect in a ball. Looks like an early Twilight Zone episode, actually. And he looks under the bed. He finds a knife. Same knife that maybe there's he's hypnotized. He's actually spotting stuff off that he already knows. So there's 12 killings. 12 victims, rich or poor. And actually, or 14 actually, sorry. And now there's a 15th. So who's that gonna be? If you don't know by now, even back then, police just don't even wait for them to open the door. They break in. Nobody yelled for help. Okay, so that's kind of my criticism. The police detectives. He throws a knife at him. Again, I don't even know if you have anything to arrest him. Well, now they do because they found the knife. But when he started questioning him, what the heck do you think? Well, now he's trying to run, but it doesn't make you look guilty or not. But I don't know. You see him meeting Tess Trueheat, who's still in the car. And actually, you see like lots of their eyes. He hypnotizes her, which is probably true. You've probably never seen her before. So that's. Except that's not the place. She saw him. It's not even the right height. We see a Splitface. You see more of the scar. Oh. And even he says, "Are you alright?" Because you look like you were hit. Huh. Mystic Science. And very good hypnotist, but Again, she would know. She would know, because it's not even the right height. I don't know. Again, from the comic strip, once you get to know these villains, like Flat Top, the Brow, even for a time, Vitamin Flintheart was a villain. Bill Plenty, a comic character, a hillbilly, who spits out half the time. Who technically tried to kill Breathless Mahoney at one point. Now they're back in the restaurant. It's all closed. Now you see Judy Greer again, who's a really good actress, who even had butted heads with oh God. The studio head. Not Hugh Hefner. The studio head of RKO and.
Well, remember to give me the address. I may look in there later anyway.
Who? Leonardo Aviator. Can't leave a comment who it is, because it's gonna kill me.
No, I was going to call some friends and make arrangements to stay the night.
Which I do actually have somewhere.
You wouldn't be safe even with friends. Anyway, it won't be necessary to make a
You,
call because I'm taking you with me.
I'm under arrest?
Let's call it protective custody.
Howard Hughes. Thank you.
Where then?
I was thinking from the. She had a contract dispute with Hugh Hefner, walked out, never looked back.
Stop by my place long enough for me to pack a bag.
Pack a bag? You going someplace?
I've had a hankering for some of Mrs. Carroll.
So now,
Besides,
so for some reason, Dick Tracy's having Judy Greer at his house for protective custody. Now, which again, you probably couldn't get away with this. You don't actually. So now she's going through all the photo book, going through all the felons books. I can't think right now. Sorry.
You know, I think Owen was straight.
Didn't Dick show you a picture of him?
No, for the simple reason that there aren't any.
That Steve Owens never had a photo, but and he disappeared, but he's probably possibly dead. Don't actually know. Never actually explained what happened to him. Actually, now they found out where the knives come from, because it's an unusual knife. It's an unusual knife, and it's actually an Undertaker. Death Ridge. Classic. A lot of these, they do it in like Simpsons, trying to come up with these names. Death Ridge. You know, that's a name for a mortician. It's not Mr. Happy Life or Livington. No, it's Death Ridge. When you see, I know you see this guy again, and I believe the next one, they play different characters. Yeah, so you kind of figured that Splitface was intending to kill him, but he steals the knife before he goes on a murdering rampage throughout the city. That's what I'm going to call it. And like, again, most of these serials, film noir, unless it's like Philip Marlowe, was actually in San Francisco, no, LA, and then Sam Spade was San Francisco, and the Thin Man was you go from like LA to New York to LA, back to New York, then in the country, Long Island at one point. So they would go. The Saint, the Falcon will be in different cities. So, but these and all the serial, like almost every serial, they don't even name the city. They're in some metropolis. Many probably think it'll probably be LA. I think the first original Dick Tracy was kind of somewhat in San Francisco. But again, they don't actually specify. You know what I mean. Now they're the hot lights of the interrogation, which is why a lot of people confess, because the hot lights of the which they can't do anymore. I think they outlawed that a long time ago, but in the earlier scene with the mail truck robbery or whatever robbery it was, Dick Tracy, one of the guys, hey, I'll punch it out with this guy, but he stopped him because even though Dick Tracy is known for being two-fisted, he never would actually hit, well, he did hit a prisoner who's unarmed and tough and stuff like that. Unlike maybe except Batman in Dark Knight. In the Dark Knight, Dick Tracy would never do that. Now they're playing like this word game. He just mentioned, he knows. You can see it on his face. Like blood, knife, Deathridge, the name of the mortician. So he knows who Deathridge is.
I'm getting groggy, Dick. I've been through these books for half a dozen.
Yeah.
As soon as I've had a word with Pat, we'll go up to the house today.
So, yeah, they're talking about...
What did you get out of it, Pat? Well, he tripped over the critical words like knife, extortion, Deathridge. I think he knows our undertaking.
He knows the undertaker. You could tell he knew who it was. And I bet you he knew who Splitface is, but he's not talking. Really don't have anything on him.
Call me at the house as soon as you have him. Okay. See you later, Ted. Bye.
The fence turning would have blown that thing out of the water. Oh, they stepped on a trap that Junior set. Junior set up. And yes, Junior's actually older than what we've seen before. Even in, well, the first two serials. The second, 3 and 4 didn't have Junior, but it didn't have Tess or Pat Patten, which I'll get to when I actually do the serials. I'm just testing the waters. I'm just testing these waters, see if this actually can go over. Yeah, she's worried to going over there at night, because I don't know why they didn't go over and pack, but what else? Whatever. So they're eating dinner. Yeah. Now that he's thinking about it, this happened earlier, the 14th. Now, obviously, it does kind of make sense. It's good to see that they actually have Chief Brandon, who I think did all 4 with Pat, who's more of the dimwit kind of. Now I never thought Watson was ever a dimwit, but that's a Bruce who did fantastic job. Kind of made him more of a buffoon, even though he's supposed to be a medical man, which I always liked. He was really good in the movie Suspicion, Alfred Hitchcock classic with Cary Grant. But Pat Patterson, played by Lyle. Yeah. Again, I forget. Oh, we see Deathridge looks asleep. The door's open. Now that I can see actually doing. His body falls. He's dead. Yeah, the mortician's dead. Pat. This would be the second time they've done this. Oh wait, is Splitface there still? Which earlier they just missed him by a couple of seconds. They do this throughout the series. Even though, no, actually, it's Pat. Yeah, this is a staple of the series. Somebody slugs Pat. He's knocked out, especially in the next.
I said you were on the way to the office. Jefferys is dead, huh? Yeah. I came down to get the professor. I want to take him out there and show him Jefferys.
Oh, whoops. Infestor's been bailed out.
Not quite. What? The professor was released on the writ of habeas corpus.
Head of habeas corpus.
That's why I wanted to see you tonight.
Oh, you see the professor looking nervous. We got people all over the streets, which is cool. Now let's talk about the origin of Dick Tracy. Before I forget. Oh, yeah, you see money. Wait. So he's the extortionist. I think I've not noticed that before. I see him packing. I've seen this many times. I got it back in the day, VHS, which I still have.
What do you want?
I think I have it somewhere. Actually, I have like the one shot, then the 2 packs of both, because the first 2 are with Frank Morgan, second two bring about Ralph Bird, who's made famous from the serial, and he also did the TV series.
You shouldn't have come back here. I've been in jail for 24 hours. I know that.
Oh, it's only been 24 hours. He was in jail.
Well, why did you want to get me out? I want John before you talk anymore.
Oh, you know what? He was, before I forget, Mike Muzurki was actually in, Something Like It Hot. He was one of, George Rath's second in command. And so he could be, mostly he's known for serious, but he could do comedy, and I think he did later some more comedy, but right now some stuff is about to happen. Might be kind of brutal for even for a 40s film. He brings out the knife, even though it's in black and white, so you're not going to see blood. He shows how he got the scar in jail. Oh, he slashes, even though you don't actually see it. Now he just throws, obviously, a dummy through the window. I wonder if they had, and then why he didn't go up there and why he didn't jump up there and try to catch Splitface. He's trying to get him to confess, but unfortunately he died. Yeah, run. I don't know. If it was me, I would have run up the stairs trying to catch him, but for some reason he's way faster than Dick Tracy. Got bodyguards with the mayor. Now they figure it out. Yeah, he gave the chief the money. He knew this. How they knew it was the same 5, 10 to 20 from the one guy who did pay. So, rich and poor, 14 people, rich and poor. Which actually makes sense, actually, when he explains it. It's actually a jury case with the 2 alternates. He was a grocer. He was. And that's Bannon K. How did that figure that out a lot sooner? Because he did scream, "I'm gonna kill them all." Why he would go after all those people, I don't know. So they finally, again, stock footage of cops roaming around. You see shots of Splitface, Dick Tracy walking around. Nothing montage, I guess. Stuff from other movies.
Police identified the maniac killer who has been terrorizing the city. He is Alexis Fanning, alias Splitface.
And now, yeah, last time we see Judy Geer, and then I wonder if, again, they never actually explained what happened to her father. But even Tess said, "Oh, maybe if your father comes out of hiding, maybe you could tell us what's up." So yeah, Splitface. Why Splitface would go after Tess? I don't know. She grabs him for a high. Why she's talking to Dick? Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Yeah, he kidnapped Tess, which is the staple of the series. Junior actually sees this. Yeah, Junior is running on the running board, or actually on the tire, which is a staple from the Dick Tracy series, or the comic strip actually based off. And so now it's a race to try to find Splitface. Which is like blocks the stand with the boy. You see, Junior just throws his hat at a police officer, and officer calls the cops, or actually the old police boxes that was on like whatever corner or something. Now he throws his jacket. A man picks it up. He's gonna call the cops. Yeah, so they even oh dang, dude, guys. And so eventually they're gonna go into the waterfront. Hopefully my card holds out. And so so yeah, so again, this is a staple of the Dick Tracy strip. Junior leaves a shoe. Why he didn't stay there, I'm not sure, but he's investigating. You hear that dum dum dum. That's a staple of every villain of this series. It's creepy. And again, how fast is this guy? Is he Jason Voorhees? He's tall and super fast. And he's everywhere at once, but nowhere. I was gonna actually talk about I'll say the beginning of the next one.
What are you looking around here for?
It's been a while since I've seen all four of these.
Say, I know you now.
And then
I saw you through the window at Tracy's.
yeah, he recognizes Junior.
So I hit my car and came along. That's fine. You just doubled my grip on Tracy. What now? Afraid we missed one or two of his clues. I don't think so. There's some old abandoned docks along here. Maybe Splitface was heading for them. Now, if Tracy does what I say, you've got nothing to worry about. Be back in a minute. I warn you, don't...
Again, they don't try to escape. Tess just stays there. I don't know. Try to escape. Why are they still right there? Oh, it finds a shoe. Oh, okay, that's what happened to the other shoe. Because you actually see him take off. I was wondering what happened to his other shoe. Again, they're just sitting there.
Move the car just in case.
And then, oh. I don't know why he didn't time up before he got rid of the car. That's what he just said. I got rid of the car. And they find the other shoe where Junior left. Yeah, even. Yeah. Yeah, he sees a tire tracks to an obvious garage. That's where Splitface is. Now Dick Tracy's always been known for a tough, two-fisted detective, and we're about to hit the first and only fight of the series, which I don't understand either. And this is a good fight, because yeah, sometimes when you see superhero movies or stuff like that, oh, Junior makes noise so they know where they are. Pat does. Here we go. What? Oh, Patten. Now they're fighting on top. Oh! And sometimes it's hard to know which is which. Cause they're both, it's in black and white, so. Oh. Oh, judo move from Dick. Pat Patten unconscious, which happens a lot. Splitface takes out the knife. Oh, he dropped it. Oh. Ooh! Oh, he just kicked him in the face! CM Punk would be proud. Ow! They fall off the, I don't know, riverboat? Oh, here you go. Now, Tracy's got the upper hand, and the fight is over. He's unconscious. No handcuffs. Oh, he's coming around, but Patten handcuffs.
He's safely locked up.
Yeah.
And photographed.
This time they got a photograph.
No, the scar was real.
And it was real scarred because they always figure it was a makeup job for unknown reason.
Thanks. Good night, Chief. Okay, Tess, I'm through with the report. Let's see.
So, yeah, she's Tess is complaining, and Pat comes in. Some cab driver just got off, so they leave Tess and Junior, which is a staple of this series too. And well, and now we have the end credits that end. And not a moment too soon, because I got like, well, a little over 8 minutes left. So, I hope you enjoyed my first Dick Tracy commentary, my 619 nerd commentary with Dick Tracy. Older films. And again, my love for these older films is well documented. I'm a big movie buff, even though I forgot Howard Hughes for a second. Got half the cast names, but you know, it happens. It's been a while since I've seen this one, and it's good to go back and reflect. And I'll be back soon with the next one. The next one, many say the worst one of the bunch, and some say it's the best. We'll be the judge of that. We got Dick Tracy versus Cue Ball. Another, could have been, actually, Cue Ball could have, out of all of them, could have been a Dick Tracy villain. Alright, this is Green signing off, and thank God nobody called, because I was going to get pissed.